Okay, today our number of the day is 16. I want you to go and touch on the number line, number 16. We hear that part of the word that gives us a hint as to where it is. It starts with a 1 because it's 16, right? So we can count on from 10. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There it is right there. So we write that with a 1. I'm going to make it a little bit thicker. We write that with a 1 and a 6 for 16. And let's remember where we need to look to see if it is even or odd. Remember, we need to look in the ones place so we can see, do they all have dance partners? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have a dance partner, they have a dance partner, they have a dance partner. No oddball. So is it even or odd? If you said even, you're right. It's even because they all have a dance partner. I can also count by twos. 2, 4, 6 to get there. All right, now we're going to write our number word. Stretch out the word and hear the two parts. 16. So it's a compound word, just like when we use Chunky Monkey to help us to stretch out our words when we're reading. We can use that when we're writing too, right? So let's stretch it out and think about the two words that are in the compound word. 16. So how does it start? There's 6. And now the other part of the compound word is teen, which is in a lot of our numbers, our teen numbers, right? So E, 2 vowels go walking. The first does the talking and says its name. The E is long. E, 16. All right, so now let's draw our picture to help us when we do our story problem. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, now let's stop and let's look at the number that comes before and after 16. So remember, before or 1 less, and after 1 more. So we started at 16. We can look at our number line and look at the number that comes before, which is what? 15. Good job. 1, 5 is 15. Oops. And then we can look at the number that comes after 16, which is what? 17. I hear those hints in there, 17. So I know it's a teen number. It's going to start with 1, 17. So if I was counting, it would be 15, 16, 17. The number that comes before 16 is 15, and the number that comes after 16 is 17. Also, remember, I can think about it as 1 less. So if I have 16 marbles and I give 1 away to a friend, how many do I have now? 15, right? It's 1 less. What if I have 16 marbles and my friend gives me 1 more? Now I have how many? I have 17, right? Because that would be one more. All right, let's get ready to do our tally marks. Count with me, and remember, on every fifth one, we're going to cross over. 1, 2, 3, 4, cross 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, cross 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, cross 15, and 16. So remember, we can count by what when we're counting by tally marks? We can count by fives. If you said fives, that's right. 5, 10, 15, and then count on by ones, 16. All right, so before we do our base 10, let's go and look at our 10 frames. I want you to think about what the number 16 is going to look like in your double 10 frame. How many whole tens are there in 16? Let's count and let's see. Hopefully you can think it through and think about how many tens are in 16. And let's look. Ready? Let's count together. 1. Let me erase that real quick. Sorry about that. All right, let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so is there 1 10 in 16? There is. All right, let's keep counting on. We have 10 in our head, and let's count on. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So how many tens are in 16? You see how many 10 frames are full? We have 1, right? So we have 1 tens rod, and how many ones cubes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can put 10 in my head. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, so now let's look at our number bond. What is our whole? The whole is 16, right? That is our whole. And then what is our part? Our first part is 1 whole 10 frame, so that's 10. And how many more? You said 6, that's right. 10 and 6 more. There's 10 in my first 10 frame, and then there are 6 more in my second. All right, so now let's look at, let's think about a story problem let's think of a story problem to go with our number of the day. So if I am going to go fishing and I bring 10 worms to fish with, and my friend meets me and they bring 6 worms to fish with. How many worms do we have all together? I want us to look this time at our number line to try and figure it out. All right, so if I brought 10 worms, that's 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And my friend brought 6 worms. I'm going to start at 10 and I'm going to hop 6 times because I want to know how many we have all together. So am I adding? Am I getting bigger? Or am I subtracting, getting smaller? I'm adding, right? Because I am joining my worms and their worms together. So I could use my number line to figure out the answer. Start at 10, because that's how many worms I have. And then I'm going to hop 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then where did I stop? 16. So how many worms do we have altogether? We have 16 worms, don't we? Same thing, I could use my 10 frame to help me as well. All right, so now what if we have 16 worms, but we use up 10 of the worms while we're fishing? We start out with 16. We have 16. We can use our picture. 16 worms. And we used up 10 of them. The fish ate 10 of our worms. Am I adding or am I subtracting? Did I separate out the worms? Did they go in the fish's belly? Or did I add more worms? They went in the fish's belly, right? So I'm going to separate them. So I need to subtract. So I'm going to mark out, here are my picture that I use. Keep it simple with math. I did a simple picture of 16 circles that can represent my worms. And then I'm going to mark out 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then how many do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 16 minus 10 equals what? 6. That's how many worms we would have left if we started with 16. The fish ate 10 of them. They're gone, right? And now I have 6 left. Good job, guys. Have a great day.